Good morning, children. So, we were discussing about reproduction. We just introduced the topic in the previous class. Today, we'll continue with sexual reproduction. Now, as we have discussed earlier, sexual reproduction is a process where two individuals are required. So, we'll just take the features of sexual reproduction. It involves the fusion of male and female gametes. Then, the male reproductive organ produces the sperms, whereas the female reproductive organs produce the ova, and then the sperm and the ova fuse together during fertilization to form a zygote. Now, this zygote further divides several times and forms an embryo which develops into the new individual. So, that's the basic process. Whereas there are some animals in which case you have both the male and the female gametes produced by the same single individual. Such animals are termed as hermaphrodites. Okay, but still they do produce both gametes together, but they have sexual reproduction. Okay, so we discussed about fertilization as the process of fusion of male and female gametes to form a zygote. But this fertilization could be of two types, either internal fertilization or external fertilization. As the name suggests, in internal fertilization, the male releases the sperms in the genital tract of the female, okay, and then fertilization happens internally. Whereas in external fertilization, the male releases the sperms over the unfertilized eggs released by the female, okay, and both these gametes are present in an external medium, and that's where fertilization. Okay. Example for internal fertilization is human beings, and for external fertilization is frogs. So now let's check out what's the major difference between external and internal fertilization. So in external, as we spoke just now, the fusion of the male gametes and the female gametes occurs outside the body of the female, whereas in internal fertilization, it occurs inside the body of the female. In external fertilization, again, both the individuals discharge their gametes outside the body, whereas in internal fertilization, male discharges the sperms into the female genital tract. Third important point is the development after fertilization occurs outside the body in external fertilization, whereas in internal fertilization, the development of the baby or the development after the zygote happens inside the body. Okay. Examples we've already discussed. In external, it is frog, and in internal fertilization, we have human beings, birds, cattle, and other organisms.